How's everyone doing today? Today we are doing part 2 of Road to Show. And today we've got arms and shoulders. So we're gonna start here with a warm-up set. Just one time. Warm-up set is done. Now it's time to do one more warm-up set. Now, typically, before I do a working set, I like to do 2 or 3 warm-up sets, and that will usually consist of not a certain rep range, just kind of until I feel like I'm ready to push the weight. Typically, that will look like, 2 to 3 warm-up sets, and I'm usually feeling pretty good on most exercises, and then I'll do 1 warm-up set. So let's get into the second warm-up set here. So right now we are about 2 weeks off of caffeine. So we have to kind of fight through the fatigue here. We're about to hit our second set. I decided to keep the weight the same. I hit the top of the rep range. Now, usually when I do that, I'll go up, but I have a feeling that this is probably gonna be where I am. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this next set. Typically how I structure my arms and shoulder days is I will usually do shoulders first, have some sort of pressing movement alongside my biceps and triceps. I'll usually do about 5 exercises, nothing too crazy. We're gonna move on to probably preacher hammer curls here. I decided I wanted to do dumbbell bicep curls. With dumbbell bicep curls, I like to let it go from a neutral grip into a supination. Allows me to squeeze out a couple of extra reps. Let's go ahead and grab the weight. Let's get this set done. That felt good. Dumbbell bicep curls, probably one of the most enjoyable exercises that you can do. Just get to throw around heavy weight. Of course, if you can handle it. We're about, how many weeks out? 40 something from show. The bulk is in full effect. Let's go ahead and get our second set done here. Let's do mechanical drop set for the triceps. And so basically what a mechanical drop set is instead of it being a drop set, it's a change in your form. You go from working different parts of the muscle in the same exercise. So more of a lengthen, mid, and shorten position for all the movements. And now we know triceps don't necessarily benefit any extra growth from a lengthened position, but I still think it's got some value to be worked in that lengthened position. So let's go ahead and get that set up. I've got to do a pretty aggressive cut within the next 3 or 4 months. Probably get down to about 170. All right, let's go. I think what I keep in mind is to make sure that you're taking your working sets to the absolute limit. You know, if it's a working set, just make sure that you're pushing with some intensity and that you ultimately get the stimulus your muscles need. Typically, when I'm resting here too, I'm usually resting a good anywhere between 3 to 5 minutes is usually pretty good for hypertrophy. You know, you want to be able to rest your muscles so you can have better motor unit recruitment for your next set. Because if you don't, then you're gonna have a really bad second set. Let me know in the comments what your favorite day at the gym is. I'm thinking next we're gonna do some dumbbell lateral raises, just simply because I'm feeling some dumbbells today. And if your time is up, feel free to rest longer than you need to. Your central nervous system resets around 10 minutes, I believe. Got some time before, you know, you completely, I guess, get out of the zone, if that's what you want to call it. I think this is going to be a last exercise here. I would say that's a pretty complete arm and shoulders day. All right, let's get this done. Go up a little bit. We'll go up to 155. Let's do this. All right, so usually what I'll do if I choose a way that's a little too heavy is I will do a little bit of a drop set or a back off set, whatever's kind of convenient at that point. I got 4, which is the lower end of my rep range. Typically I will stick between there, and then we get to, you know, work up from there. If you're not progressively overloading your lifts every single week, or at least trying to, you're probably doing something wrong. That's the only way to grow. That's the only way to get stronger. You gotta incorporate it. We're nice and mic'd up today too. We got the new Rode mic. Hopefully the quality comes out all right. My biggest fear is I have this thing on the wrong way, and then it's not picking up anything I'm saying right now. Now if that's the case, the video would not go up. So, and that would be very bad. Kind of see how we're looking here. Oh yeah, one of my favorite poses right here. Pump feels good today. Still got some decent vascularity for almost peak bulk. We're about 185, 186, sitting about there. A little bit fluffy in the midsection. Unfortunately, that's kind of where I hold all my fat. I know some people don't hold their fat there, but let's check this out. Yeah, that feels good. Well, that's gonna conclude part 2. Yeah, it's part 2, I think, of Road to Show. I really enjoyed doing this because it's a little bit easier with this mic and kind of getting used to all this, getting a little bit easier day by day. So I'm planning on continuing to do this for the long run, kind of see where it takes me. And you know, if you enjoy watching as well, feel free to like and subscribe. And I really hope you did enjoy this part, and I appreciate everyone for watching.